Red warning for heavy to very heavy rainfall has been issued in 7 districts of Mayurbhanj, Cuttack, Jaipur, Balasore, Bhadrak, Kendrapada and Jagatsinghpur of Odisha. In fact, Odisha Chief Minister Mohan Charan Majhi has reviewed the state's preparedness, saying that 30% of the people, or around 3 to 4 lakh people, have been identified in the danger zone and have been evacuated by Wednesday evening. Flight operations in Bhubaneswar were temporarily suspended from 5 p.m. today until 9 a.m. on October 25th, which is tomorrow, due to the impending landfall of cyclonic storm Dana. Kolkata Airport has also announced a similar suspension of flights, halting operations for 15 hours starting at 6 p.m. on Thursday. So all preparations are being put in place. The wind speed is expected to be around 110 to 120 kilometers per hour. Concerns are of the devastation that it may cause, and that's the reason why evacuation has happened of those who have been living in the danger zone. We'll try and connect with our reporter in just a bit to get more details on this top story that we are tracking at this hour. The landfall is likely to be sometime early on Friday. We have Saurav joining us. Saurav, what else can you tell us?
Well, landfall is expected this evening or early morning, and this is something that is, of course, state governments in Odisha and West Bengal usually have a drill. They have an SOP because cyclones are a common feature in this part of the country. They originate in the Bay of Bengal. So according to plan, lakhs have been evacuated. Even if the intensity of the cyclone is not what it's expected to be, state governments take these precautionary measures because it's always better to prevent loss of lives than to regret not having taken measures to prevent loss of lives if the storm turns out to be an intense one. At this point, though, it is calm. It's, usually the weather associated with cyclones is not something that's available, though many also say that it could be the calm before the storm, the proverbial calm before the storm. However, precautionary measures have been taken. Flights cancelled. Kolkata Bhubaneswar airports shut. Trains cancelled. Schools closed as precautionary measures in both Odisha and West Bengal.
Sort of, before I let you go, also the total number of people who have been evacuated and which are the districts which are likely to be impacted most?
Well, Odisha's, of course, evacuation figures are much higher than West Bengal's. West Bengal's figures are close to about 3 lakh have been identified, is what the Chief Minister said today. And, of course, more than half of them have already been evacuated. That was in the evening. By now, one expects the evacuation to be complete because it's getting closer to the time of landfall. Districts, if you say Balasore district in Odisha, Bhadrak district in Odisha, and East Midnapur district in West Bengal are perhaps going to be the worst affected because the landfall would be somewhere around these 3 districts, Balasore to be precise. Dhamra port, Paradip port and also Gopalpur port have been sounded alerts, and so has the Kolkata and Haldia ports.